You want a war? You're going to get one.
What was that? He had no time for one more play.
He had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys game.
You
The
literally
brother screwed us. The brother screwed us. Yeah, we had one man opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks.
Yo, by the way, King Dingbat here. Welcome to Monday Night Football and a continued therapy session. Thank you guys for being here. Daniel Moore, welcome to Dingbat Nation. Me Metal Mike's is Fire Batulo. In time, my friend. Daniel Ruiz, what's going on? Taco Star, Philly Nation. All prisoners of YouTube's here. We got royalty in the house, which we need royalty in the house after yesterday. What's going on? Palantir, what's going on? Do you still believe they're saving their best scheme? RPOs I do think they're saving the RPOs for the playoffs. How much more than that? I don't know. But then again, they kind of have proven to be idiots. So I might be wrong. You know? Yeah, we lost Greg Miller. Congratulations on winning, man. You guys deserve it. You guys fought, you didn't quit, and I respect the battling, man. So no excuses here. You guys won. Yeah, extended the Eagles therapy. Yes. We may be screwed. We might be. We might have a fatal flaw. You know, if they can't adjust some of these things and quick, it is going to be a problem. And we're going to find out Friday. Friday, it's like, Friday to me, we're going to learn. Here's the 49ers get the ball. So what do we want here? What situation, if any, would be better for the Eagles? I'm assuming if Carolina wins, that would give the Niners another loss. So that's, separate space between them and the Eagles. So I guess that would be good. That was a plan to play stupid. No, I don't mean that fully. I just think what I'm saying is I just think they're saving Hurts. They don't want Hurts to run as much. But I think that we'll see more of that when the playoffs start. Carolina win is better. Okay. Rooting for Carolina. All right, Carolina makes sense, right? Because if the Niners win, they're 8-4, and the Eagles are 8-3. So yeah, we want the Panthers. Panthers make sense. AJ and Hurts both said they are confident how they respond Friday. I'm confident in the players that they'll respond. I'm not confident in the coaches. That's what worries me. Throws Purdy, going to get a couple, and it's going to be second down for the Niners, who got the ball with 9:35 left. Hey, Philly, I'm tired of the Hurts hate by our own fans. He was Super Bowl MVP. He had to quick write him off after half season of the year. He brought up. Listen, I just think that, and I get it. I feel the same way a lot of ways that you do. I just think that, quarterback's always going to get the blame. Is he better than Madden, Saquon? Yes. What blackmail does KP have on Serenity? Did he video him playing Canola? I don't know. Maybe he woke up and was like, yeah, maybe. We need the Niners to win because they hold the last playoff spot. Why? So the Eagles need them to win? Or wouldn't, I guess Dallas would want Carolina as well, right? This team is depressing to watch. It is very frustrating. We need some new clues. Oh my God, Barkley with this slipping shit. If that 3rd and 2 that became the 4th and 2, then where Hurts took the sack, if Barkley doesn't slip, we get the first down. It's crazy. It's a little pitch out to McCaffrey, and he's gonna get 8 yards. We are effed on Friday. If KP calls the F and plays, fire him as before Friday. Have Nick. Listen, I know everybody thinks, and this is my opinion. I know everybody thinks Patullo is the disaster, and Nick would settle everything down. But Nick is attached at the hip with Patullo as far as this offense is Nick's offense, and it's not going to change until. Did you see that dude dive off the field? Why couldn't we do that? Rob's going to get first down. Find out Barkley. I don't know what's going on with him. Yeah, I'm sick of it too. I can't defend Barkley anymore. He just doesn't look right. Do I think it's time to start a mock draft? No, not yet. Did you see the big hole bar? I didn't see it, but I'm sure it happened. I think the coach is telling Barkley not to run in the offseason has hurt him. Go watch the midseason. Go watch him versus the Rams last year, middle of the year. Does he look thinner to you? I don't know. Maybe I'm seeing things, I said it when we promoted from within. We have a problem. Yeah, you were right. You were right. I mean, we saw some of these same issues with Kellen Moore last year too. It's just that Kellen Moore can make adjustments. See, where I think this is Nick's offense, and then I think within that Patullo calls the plays, but Patullo cannot adjust in game. He cannot make. He doesn't know what to do when teams adjust. He's outclassed there. Jennings, missed tackle, Jennings touchdown. They had him at the 5, and they didn't wrap him, and he walks in. That's horrible by Carolina. I forgot what the hell I was saying now. I got distracted with that. I don't understand why they had this many games looking like this. Not one had his rule. Yeah, I don't know, but they have to do something. Kellen Moore can adjust drive to drive. Well, he adjusts way better, and he can make adjustments in games that helped us a lot. But he was still confined, though. What I'm saying, he was still confined by Nick's offense philosophy. That's the issue. We can't have his philosophy anymore. 500. What's your old 35 Argo Drive? That's one of them. There's another one I won't give, but that one. 35 Argo Drive. They used to call it the White House. I don't know if it's white anymore, but it used to be. So you're going to drive by. Where are you going now? I spelled the wrong name. I'm going to visit my old house and ask the current neighbors. Yeah, I think my particles are long gone, buddy. And I doubt it's been so long. I don't think there'll be any particles. I don't know what wacky thing you're talking about. Anyways, I thought it was a cool thing at first. Now it's like disturbing. Let all be serious. It's not Barkley's fault, but also the guy didn't want to fair catch the ball, fumble shaking my. No, that fumble was horrible. You got to let that ball bounce in there. But Barkley's not been good all year. He's just not running good, man. There's another thing. We need a big body cornerback. Pickens had his way with those little dudes. Agreed. I'm praying we see the Cowboys in the playoffs. I don't think they'll be there. Let all be serious. It's not. I think I read that. So you worry about the rest of the season not having Lane Johnson? Hope we can get better. Yeah, I'm very worried about that. I'm worried about everything right now, man. As far as this team goes, because the reality is like the first 4 weeks of the season. Okay, it's preseason. We're gonna get it. We gotta be patient. But now we're talking week 12, and they go up 21-0, and they just go into this stupid thing again where they don't even care about scoring. Like, why do you think 21 points is enough? Still, man, we called timeout with 45 seconds left when Dallas was over 45. Yeah, that's an interesting question. Like, we call timeout, they get that play over the picket. You wanted to force them to kick a longer field goal. I kind of see where you're coming from with that. I'm like, Margaret's killing me, right? But other guys bringing money, but I think it's strictly business decision. I don't know. I mean, Barkley doesn't seem like that type of guy. I think Barkley. I mean, I think Barkley is pressing really bad right now. But Barkley said, and here's Donald. Barkley did say he's going to figure it out. He said that. He said, "I'm going to figure out how I can help this team more." I believe him. I believe he's going to try. Now let's see if he can do it. So during the bye, didn't we say if there was a game we thought we would lose, it would be Dallas after coming 2 wins, playoff team? I don't remember saying that. But I mean, historically, in the last 10 years, we've not played well there. But I don't remember that. Maybe. I mean, I'm just keep it real. I thought the Eagles would win that game. I never thought all week. I never thought they would lose that game. I never thought it would happen. I knew it would be NFC battle, but I never thought so. We have a Dumb and Dumber coach who said, "Oh my gosh." A part of me hopes the bad finish or the change happen. If we ask into wins the end season, there won't be any difference between. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like, if they go to the NFC Championship game, are they going to get rid of their offensive coordinator? Or they go to the Super Bowl and win it, are they going to go get rid of him? Probably not. Honestly, I don't care how much shit C.J. Gardner-Johnson was talking. He should have kept him. I agree. Donald's still on his feet. Well, the Niners coming out ready to play so far. They think 21 is enough because Knicks always think he's playing Madden. Remember the Tampa Bay game. Please, if you guys get a chance, go back and watch that game. Watch the game in the first half, or 24-6 halftime. Watch when the players come out, the offense, in the second half of that, to begin the second half. It looks like the Eagles are losing by their demeanor. It's crazy. 3rd and 13, they run the ball. Hubbard gets most of it back. Yo, Philly, my kid's bus stop is 35 Argo. Oh, yeah? Not in the same neighborhood, though, right? You're talking about somewhere else? Because where I used to live was like, that's right where the bus stop was. 500, my guy, I woke up pissed off. This team better than the shit effort they put out yesterday. I agree, man. I woke up upset, too. I woke up with this sick feeling in my stomach. Honestly, I don't care how much shit yeah, I think I read that one. I agree. But I did read that earlier. Shit was talking. Should have kept him. He was our only hope because Adoree sucks. Jackson sucks. Well, now you got Makuba out, right? The brother screwed us. Yes.
The brother screwed us.
Yeah, calling timeout was dumb. Make Dallas rush to get the play in. Also forces them to pass with no timeouts. When we called timeout, it made it harder for our defense because they could run a pass. It's a great point. I totally missed it during the game too. But you're right. And if you could pull a sack there or something, it would end the game. You're right. That would be 3 weeks in a row where the coach end game did something that really could have or did cost the Eagles the game. Refs won it though. Flag every play. Yeah, flags are crazy in the NFL nowadays. I woke up 4 a.m. with a knot in my stomach. Stress from such unacceptable loss. I know. Me too. It's just like, Philly, I hear crickets about the Chiefs and the Bills. Well, you're gonna, Zach Ball missing that interception hurt us more. Yeah, that was bad. That was such a bad drop. It changes the game. Drummer Jones, thank you for super chat. He goes, and I appreciate it, man. First of the night, thank you. He says, this is a kind of like these Washington game of 2022 season should have won. Yeah, I mean, do you guys look at this game kind of like that Washington game last year? Remember that Hurts left that game, but you remember how we lost that game? We started, 14-0, I think? Defense was too tired. I think we need that timeout. Defense was gassed that whole fourth quarter. So, Philly, what's the team are we looking to win tonight? I think everybody said we want Carolina tonight. Philly, I think we could still win Super Bowl. I think it's gonna be harder than last year. I'm sure we can beat any of the AFC teams, honestly. I agree. I believe that they can too. I believe that they're capable of it. But I do believe that if you continue the same things and you don't make some sort of adjustments and get some sort of things ironed out, you're going to lose. I do. Dirty Sanchez says, we beat the champions, my friend, because we kept on fighting till the end. We beat the champions. We beat the champions. You guys are losers because we beat the champions of the world. Yeah, congratulations, Dirty Sanchez. You guys deserve it. You won yesterday. Intercepted! Purdy got picked off. J.C. Horn to the 25. What a dumb pass. Yeah. But no, you guys, you deserve it, man. You won. You fought. The one thing I give Dallas a lot of credit, they did not quit. They did not quit. And that was important. So you guys enjoy your win. You're not gonna hear me talk shit for a few days. And then I'll start. Y'all Philly fans really zesty? I don't know, man. I think I've been pretty good, man. I really do. I think I've been pretty good. Dirty Sanchez, thank you for super chat, my man. He goes, this is what it sounds like when the Eagles cry. Man, you should have seen me last night. And thank you, Dirty, for the super chat, my man. Come on, Young. Gonna run. Gonna get to the 12. What messed up even more was the defense and offense let their foot off the gas like always. And they do. It's a big problem for them. It's been a problem for them. It's just crazy to me. They keep making the same mistake. I think that's what is so infuriating is we watch them do the same thing every week, and they make the same mistakes every week, and they don't fix it, and it's fixable. Dirty Sanchez, thank you for super chat. He goes, thanks, Philly. Much love, bro. Much love to you too, man. Much love. Like I said, I'm gonna give you guys your due. Philly was sliding down a wall last night, man. I was really depressed. I was a little bit shell shocked too. Like, it's like, did that just really happen? One day later, and it still hurts. I was there and I was in shock. Can't believe we got some jabroni saying don't resign Hurts or Super Bowl MVP quarterback. You mean like Shady McCoy? How about Shady saying that? Is that crazy? Is Young going to keep it? Going to get a first down to the 1. Oh, yeah, it's crazy. I made no babies last night. My wife said, "Hey, you ain't a winner." Someone knows the truth that needs to find out who the hell it is, right? Let the Cowboys build up the win from yesterday, and then Dak and Cowboys will. Well, yeah, I think what I think about all that. Everybody knows Young. Oh my God, Young just threw an interception in the end zone. What a bad pick. Oh, now this thing's gonna go all weird on me. He just threw a pick in the end zone. What a bad pass. The one good thing of the loss was I could shave. Because I was so afraid to shave, like during a winning streak. I like the thumbnail. I just made Mark stick his tongue out and look up. That's funny. 500, did you hear that McDaniel and Tua could run it back now that Greer is fired, but I don't want the ball. I don't want the ball either. I'm not interested in the ball. But McDaniel, yeah, and they're going to bring him back another year? That would suck. Watching Patula run the offense is like trying to watch a parking attendant land a plane. How about Nick? He said, Nick said he thought he did a great job calling plays. See, I think Nick is stubborn. I think Nick is going to look at it like, okay, yeah, we lost, so we had these things happen, but if you play it by the numbers, it's like, that doesn't happen all the time. So we're just going to look at this as an aberration, and we're going to move forward. That's what I worry about. Worst Eagles loss in a while. Yeah, it was bad. Oh, NFL. Oh, definitely. Shady said that Hurts may not get re-signed. Something to that effect. Yeah. Something like that. What up, House Nelson? How are you? We always show up, win or lose. Yeah. Harold says trash. Congratulations, Harold. Enjoy your win, man. Yeah, that was a really piss poor pass. My clock's still running. Phil, you cut? No, I didn't cut my hair before the game. Oh, I did that. Yeah, but I didn't cut my beard though. I fixed. Oh, I screwed it up again. You're right. That's the second time. You want to hear what a dummy I am? I had spelled it wrong the first time, and I didn't have an R, and I went and changed it, and I misspelled it again. What a dope! Thank you, man. Let's see. Panther. Okay. I think I spelled it right this time. Thank you, Ghost Pepper. Arma Cooper broke his ankle and possibly out for the year. Yeah. Did the same thing. Hear the same thing, Philly Street? Yeah, we talked about that earlier, Lane. Let me bring it up again. Let me move it out of the way here. But yeah, here's what Ian Rappaport said. He said, safety Andrew Makuba, the promising second round pick, will undergo surgery to repair fractured ankle suffered. McCaffrey, nice move. Suffered in Sunday's game per me and Mike Garofalo. It will be determined during the surgery whether or not there's potential for him to return this season. I assume he's not coming back this season. I highly doubt he's coming back. So we're going to lose him for the year. And safety was a position we talked about where they were already thin there, right? And they had a chance. They could have gotten C.J. Gardner-Johnson. They didn't. And now they're really in bad shape at safety because I think Cindy Brown stinks. Drew, what's going on? He goes, Philly, so you think we're going to look for a new offensive coordinator even though we make it to Super Bowl? I don't know, Drew. If we make it to the Super Bowl, I don't know. I think that, remember we got the report saying that Patullo was being considered as a coach by teams. He was a top prospect to be a head coach. I think the Eagles put that out there because I think they want to move on from him. But I don't think they can fire him if they win it all. So I don't know. In that situation, if they win, I don't know. But if they don't win, I think he's gone. But here's the problem: if you get rid of Patullo and Nick is still Nick's offense, you're gonna have the same problems. Nick can't control the offense anymore. What's up, Mark? How are you, man? Hope you're doing well. Like I said earlier, congratulations to you guys. You won. No excuses. I admire the way you guys fought. You kept it up. I have nothing bad to say. I'm not saying anything bad. You guys won. We have to bend the knee to it, and good luck the rest of the way, and we'll see if you guys get to the playoffs. Who are the Cowboys rooting for tonight, by the way? Yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna make any excuses. Hammond, thank you for the super chat. I hate losing to the Cowgirls, but I don't mind Mark getting a brief reprieve from his agony. It seems like he's had a tough year outside football. Yeah, he has. Even though Mark's a Cowboy fan, he's a good guy. Even though he's a little goofy, he's a good guy. Has horrible taste in football teams. But he's a good guy. And it was funny watching Mark happy. But not too much. It's like Bad Dogs. Like, I like when Bad Dog is angry and upset. When Bad Dog's too happy, man, I don't know what to do with myself. And thank you for the super chat. A Warrior Ray says McDaniel might be able to be a head coach, but not in Miami. The players don't respect him, and you can't get that back without cutting players. Yeah, I mean, do you think if he gets canned from Miami, how many years do you think it would take him to become a head coach again? I don't think he's done enough as a head coach that teams should rush out to hire him as a head coach. I feel like he'd have to go be a coordinator for 2-3 more years. No? Yesterday was like a 1, 2, 3, 4. Today's spelling. Yeah, yesterday was math. Today is English. Gerald, thank you for the super chat, my man. He goes, I'm worried about us playing Chicago this Friday. It's a tough game. Tough game. And, like I said, that was going to be a big game. I think that game's even bigger now because I think that game's going to show us a lot about this team and where we're headed. So I feel like if we win that game, we get back on track. If we lose that game, I think things are going to go. I think things are going to go really bad. That's just my gut feeling. And thank you for the super chat, Gerald. Mal says, just got to keep our head up and get out of the fire, man. I believe in our guys, but man, these coaches are some BS. Yeah, I think the players are more than capable of moving on. I just worry about the coaches as well. J-Dog says, correct me if I'm wrong, if Jalen Hurts was a problem, he would have never succeeded under Kellen and Shane. So is he really the problem where people just can't accept that Jalen's a good quarterback? Well, I just think in general, a quarterback's going to get the blame and he's going to get the credit. And there's nothing you can do. That's just the way it goes. And, when you lose like that, that's what happens. Westy Rocks, man, enjoy your win, man. I got to take nothing from you, buddy. Troll away. Hung Mail says, so we know Mark Holmes is a great dad and family man. His only curse is, yeah, he just got bad taste in teams. Yeah, it looks like he's out for a year. Flyers record 11-6-3. Let's go Flyers. Let's go Flyers. Yes. F the Eagles? No, never F the Eagles. Bears are frauds. We'll see. Go ahead, Calvin. Just wait until Thanksgiving until you guys be quiet. What? Yeah, Thanksgiving's a big game for them. Because the Chiefs need that game too. Hey, don't hiss at her. What's going on, you mama? Matt, thank you for the super chat. I agree on what you said recently about the Eagles handcuffing Hurts. I agree 100%. Yeah, I believe that's the case, man. I truly do. So the 49ers have the ball. They just got a first down. They're up 7-0. Rocky Davis Super Chat goes, Mark made a video about Makuba's injury. Oh, he did, huh? Wait, are you suggesting that he's twisting the knife? Is that, I won't. I'll hold back. I'm gonna hold back some things I have to say about some videos that were made today. Philly, we need the Chiefs and Lions to beat Dallas. Rest of their schedule is cup. I wouldn't worry about Dallas. They're far behind. They don't play us again. If we just take care of business, who cares? It doesn't matter what they do, really. It doesn't. I mean, of course, you want the Lions. You want those teams to win, so it makes your path easier. But at this point, Dallas can't affect us. Purdy got first down again. So both of our starting safeties are out. I think the defense is going to take a step back. Fence has to be put up or shut up. We got to move on to the draft. Well, I mean, we still got 7 games to play, right? 6 games left and playoffs. Well, there's a lot of time to get, worrying about the draft. I don't know how long Reed Blankenship's going to be out. Hopefully he won't be out long. Hopefully he can play. The 49ers are driving. Reed is out. He's good, I think. I think Reed. I don't think he's definitely out. Justo, thank you for the super chat. Just Al, I should say. I can't believe Nick is still backing Patullo. He's gonna, and it's not gonna change. I can't believe he said he thought that they called a great game. What the frig you talking about? That was crazy. And thank you for super chat. 3-way fight between Rams, Seahawks, Niners. Yeah, it's an interesting division because you got what? You got the Rams are 9-2. I think they're right now. You have to say they're the best team of football, right? The way they're playing. You see how the Rams went up and jumped up on Tampa. They didn't take their foot off the gas. They kept attacking. But they're 9-2. Then you got what? Seattle's what? 8-3. Seattle's right there, and then the Niners, if they win tonight, they're gonna have 8 wins. Yeah, that's a hell of a battle, but I don't think those teams can compete with the Rams though. Philly, answer this question: how the F is Kevin Patullo employed? I'm being serious. Here's what's going on. Here's my opinion of it. All right, Kevin Patullo is going to be the offensive coordinator the rest of the year because he is a front man. He is a front man for Nick Sirianni's offense. Everybody's talking about Patullo. This is not Patullo's offense. They didn't say, all right, Kevin Patullo, come in and run your offense. You have free reins. They said, This is Nick Sirianni's offense. You call and you control the calls and come up with the game plan and you do the in-game adjustments. But it's his philosophy. It's his offensive philosophy. And Patullo has to play that. He has to be under that. Wow, he threw another pick. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Purdy throws another pick in the end zone this time. Wow. All good. Purdy stinks. Wow. And so I think that's why Nick can't fire him or say something's off, because then he's basically indicting his own offense. That's my opinion. Let me catch up to all this. Purdy equals Purdy's stinking it up. Barbie Princess YouTube is here. Where did you go? Where were you? Where were you, Princess? What happened? What happened? Were somebody came to see royalty? What are your thoughts on AJ Presser? Did you watch it? And if we get rid of him, would you? I want Jeremiah Smith. I want Jeremiah Smith regardless. I want to make plans and preparations for Jeremiah Smith in 2 years. I did watch AJ Brown's a little bit of it. People said that he seemed very happy and jovial, like because he got his numbers. I don't know. You know, I think people are looking too much into it. I think AJ warned us about this, you know. Would you consider promoting Scott LaFleur, play caller, and Philadelphia current quarterback? Only way I would do that, I mean, I don't know enough about him, but only way I would do that is if I fired Patullo right now. And I don't think they're going to do it. Because I think if you get another offensive coordinator, I think you need to go outside of the organization. What I hate most of all is the media shows get up and the rest are all gloating because they all picked against the Eagles. And the Eagles, I mean, I don't know. How come you have games like you have the first Dallas game, didn't we not score any points in the second half, if I remember correctly? Or we didn't score any points in the first half, I can't remember. Then you have the Rams game, we didn't score anything till like the second half. The Tampa game, we scored all our points in the first half. Why is this team for a half, sometimes a quarter, score a bunch of points, and then all of a sudden they can't do anything? How do you go from one extreme to the other? The only way is the coaches are taking their foot off the gas. That's what I think. Should never have lost that game. Phil, you're definitely right that it's Nick's offense because of all your former offensive coordinators look different after they left. I also think he runs his brother's offense, who's a high school coach. Yeah, I mean, it is his offense, but he doesn't call the plays. I think we need to change the philosophy is what we need. At this point, let Sirianni call plays. It won't look much different. It really won't. He literally smiled for like 10 seconds, but 6 minutes before he was pissed off that they lost. Everyone's twisting the interview because someone made AJ laugh in the moment. Gotcha. We need someone who doesn't have a home name. Yeah. It's crazy. We scored 3. Was that against Dallas? It's crazy. Thoughts if the Eagles hire Greg Roman, offensive-minded coach? I want an offensive coordinator who knows how to run the ball and call good coach plays. I just don't know how passive Roman is. Isn't he the coordinator somewhere else? Wow, Teneroa just dropped a big third down pass. I thought he was somewhere else. I'm open to a lot of different names. I don't have any specifically one person. Like, there's no one person I'm like, oh, we got to have that guy. I don't know. I just don't want the ball. This is what happened last year too. It is. It is save 500 for our O-line coordinator. Boy, I would be losing my shit. So I think we should draft a quarterback this year. What round? Rams looked last night. Rams looked good last night. Yeah, firing all cylinders and showed us how to keep the lead. Yeah, the Rams right now I think look like the best team in football. You know, do I think we could beat the Rams? Yeah, I actually think we could go into LA and beat them. We've already beaten them. We've already done it how many times? I think we could beat the Rams, but I think that I'd rather play the Rams in Philly than in California. It is bipolar. Eagles has landed. I don't want the ball because I think there are a couple things with the ball. One, he refused to interview with the Eagles when they asked for a head coaching job when they were looking. He didn't want anything to do with us. So I feel like, well, if you didn't want anything to do with us, then forget you now. Secondly, I think, when you look at him with Josh Allen was a turnover machine. And if he's such a great coordinator, why did he not be able to get anything out of Daniel Jones? I think, and then watching him, yell at the doctors because they're trying to, because they wouldn't put the quarterback back on the field. Like, he threw that quarterback into the fire to save his own ass. And then third, he's threatening Kafka all the time, apparently they said, with his job. So I'm just like, I just stay away from him. That's my thoughts on why none. Mike Kafka isn't he's the interim head coach of the Giants, but he was the offensive coordinator. And there were reports that came out when what's his face got fired that he kept threatening every week. He kept threatening Kafka with his job. So I just don't want a guy. I don't want to deal with a guy like that. I said it's a collapse if we don't win on Friday. Well, I mean, we'll see. We can win the Super Bowl this year. It's harder. It's always harder to repeat. He'll do nothing to help Hurts. Yeah. You're Denzel Philly 500. You're the Eagles like the back of your hand, bro. We can see it. I would love it. I'm in. We're definitely missing Slay, CJ, Rogers, and Becton. Especially Becton. I mean, well, CJ now because of the safety situation, but what about Becton, man? They're showing the Eagles right now. There you go. It's going to be a big game, man. Enjoy Thanksgiving because it's going to be tough. Oh, fumble! McCaffrey fumbled! And the Niners get it back, you lucky sons of bitches. Oh, my gosh. Green Wings, thank you for Super Chat. Not a Patulo apologist, but some of the plays look like they got called back due to the penalties of the players in the second half. It's not all in the offensive coordinator. It's true. It's true. Let's bring that up because you bring up a good point. He comes out on the first drive. They run that little fake, and then they hit Goddard, and Goddard goes for, 20, 25 yards in field goal range, and it comes back. It's like, you can't have that. It was a great play call. And then they had another play where they hit Devontae at like the 11, and then that comes back. Then you had Fred Johnson's penalty. Like, we have way too many penalties, kill way too many drives. And the other thing is too, you can't run the ball. Like, you can't be up 21-0 and not run the ball. You've got to be able to run the ball there. Eagles choked the 20. Yeah, we did. We did. Purdy intercepted again. That's his third interception. Purdy stinks. Third interception by Purdy in the half. Cyrus, I think you got to right now. Yeah, I mean, you're down a safety. Epps is on the IR. Sidney Brown is not good. I think it's time. I think this is the time you go get Simmons. Bring him in now. He'll take about a month, get ready, but at least he knows the system. At least he knows what to do. Yeah, it's time, Cyrus. Purdy bad. Is that Horn's second pick? I think Horn's got 2 interceptions this half. Wow, so the Panthers had 7 interceptions all year and have 3 tonight. Here's Young going to dump it off. Jimmy Horn Jr. catches it. At least a quarterback don't do that shit, right? Penalties cause the O-line is playing like they really are playing like trash. They're really not good. And it's not just one guy. It's all of them. They all don't look good. And they can't run the ball. You're up 21 points. You got to be able to run the ball. And the Eagles can't. And the Eagles' defense was gassed because of it. He is fast. All right, here's Dottle. Come on, Dottle. Nice run. Gain of about 9. See, other teams have issue too. Some Eagle fans are just too unhinged. Yeah, other teams, a lot of teams have problems, right? It's who can weather the storm and get through it, fix where you can, and then come up in the big moments. That's truth. That's the truth. I expect the Eagles to go out Friday and win. I think they're going to beat the Bears. I think they're going to beat the Bears and they're going to win the rest. They're going to win out. I really do. Philly stoutly can't turn shit into gold with everyone. We are buns on the O-line. We are. Philly, what I don't understand is Tank is the hot hand and why don't we use him more? Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I think when we talk about like simple things that can help the offense, he's got to get more carries. He needs like minimum 10 carries a game. I'm not saying that you go away from Saquon. He's your main back, but a minimum 10. Yeah, I think so. It's time for Simmons. Purdy has an elbow injury, and they started him. Is it on the throwing elbow? He stinks today. He's got nothing on his passes, so maybe it is his arm. 5-5, what does your Thanksgiving plate include? Everything, man. Everything. I like it all. I actually like turkey the least. I like mashed potatoes. I like stuffing. I mean, come on, man. Look at me. But I will say this. I always have a pasta dish every year. So we'll have raviolis with ours this year. But I always have to have pasta with it. We just grew up that way because, growing up, my grandparents you'd have to have pasta there. There'd have to be a pasta dish. My dad's the same way, and now I am that way. I like biscuit, yes. Yeah. Eagles offense is so hard to watch, you feel bad for y'all. Oh, Hubbard, nothing there on 3rd and goal. What a bad play call. I am. Yep. The Cowboys need a real quarterback that can actually win big games. Yeah. Look, I'm not going to kill them. I'm giving them their reprieve. They won, and I'm going to be a gracious loser. And then when Wednesday comes, I will unleash. Forget game plans or schemes. They can't even use their personnel right. That's true. They didn't even prepare it. Landon Dickerson said they didn't prepare them for a 5-man front. And Nick admitted to it and said, yeah, we probably should have. What? It's like they didn't take into account that they made the moves that they've made and the trades that they've made and the things that they were doing recently and what they did against the Raiders. They didn't even look at it. What are you looking at in your game plan? Yeah, put grade on everything, right? What are we going to do for safety and cornerback too, Ringo or Bennett? I think safety, here's what you could do at safety. If you don't sign Simmons, you could put maybe Carter at safety, or you could put Carter in the slot if you think he's capable of handling it, which I think they do. And you could put DeJean at safety. That would stop that problem. $500. Let me ask you this: if we make a change, does it matter? Because if the offense doesn't do anything, we're not losing out. It's just the same story. Well, what do you mean? Like, so? Yeah, I think it does matter because you got to think about it. Like, we're talking about playoffs and playoff push and going to the playoffs, and you got to do that so that at that time it'll be ready. If I'm understanding what you're asking me, whether or not we win or lose doesn't really matter because we're going to win out after that. I think you still have to do it. Yeah, Sidney Brown was bad. Dallas winning out. We'll see. Sills was firing up Mark Holmes saying, be prepared for oh, yeah, what was he doing? What was he? He's Mark's fluffer boy today. Oh, it's going to be ugly. I know. I know Wednesday what it's going to be. I get it. That's all right. That's all right. Hey, Philly, thank you for the entertainment you provide. You are my favorite Eagle content creator. Question: what are some qualities that make for a good offensive coordinator? I think, for me, I think a good offensive coordinator is a guy that can look at the players on his roster, right? Oh, here's a big return. And they can look at it and say, okay, I got A.J. Brown, I got Devontae Smith, I got Saquon Barkley, I got these guys. And you can build your offense and, hone your offense in to get the most out of the players you have. What I hate is when you get a coordinator who says, okay, this is my system. This is what I like to run. And no matter who I have, they're going to run this system, even though they may not be good at running that system. But a coach that can look and say, this is the talent I have. This is what I'm going to do to get the most out of these players. I like that kind of coordinator. And and I know that sounds like, that's not a big deal. A lot of guys are like that. You'd be shocked how many coordinators are like stubborn about their system and their system's the greatest thing ever. I think that's important. I think a coordinator who can make in-game adjustments on the fly, right? Because everybody comes in with a game plan, then the defense adjusts to your game plan, and then can you adjust to the adjustment of the defense? And a lot of coaches can't. We don't. I'm convinced we don't make adjustments. It takes us a long time. But a coach that could do that and utilize the players he has and builds his system really around the talent, to me, that's the kind of coordinator I want. I hope that answers it. Yeah, I got to update the scoreboard. Thank you. It's a little bit of a weird game. The 5-man front is one of the most basic things football don't get. I know, and it's crazy. It's crazy. You know? Go Cowboys. We took the wins. Hey, enjoy your win, buddy. Enjoy your win. I agree 100%. Thank you for answering my question, Philly Gilbert. Thank you, my man. So you can see the center snap the ball on a 4-second play clock every play. Those teams see that all day. Yeah, exactly. Like why do you snap the ball with 3 seconds every time? The defense knows when you're snapping the ball. It makes no sense. And then they go to, how about this? They go up tempo, and I think the Eagles should use up tempo more. But they go to up tempo 2 times. They throw it incompletion, and they quit. They go away from it. It's like I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. They really thought, hey, we're up 21. We're good. Let's just play our game. Don't turn the ball over, and we'll be fine. If we played the Eagles every week, we'd win out. Yeah. Don't get all gagootsy now. Come on now. What up, 500? I'm sorry about your Eagles yesterday. I wasn't expecting my Cowboys to win. Hey, you guys kept fighting, man, and you got to give a team credit. They fight and they don't quit. That's big. But what's with the Chargers thing? There's a pass to Kittle. What's with the Chargers? You a Cowboy fan, or Charger fan? I see 2 teams on your thumbnail. Yeah, run Tank more. If you remember last year's offense, also a tale of 2 halves, Kellen and Nix. Yeah, a lot of times it was that way. Yeah. Yeah, you leave yourself no time to change play, and the defensive line can get off the ball way easier. You know, Purdy looks through. Oh, Purdy almost threw another pick. I think we should ask the quarterback coach, the guy a lot of experience, and the guy who knows the maximize time. You mean as like a offensive coordinator? I mean, I don't know enough about him. You know what I mean? But yeah, we need new coaches. I'm done with Patula. I hear you. 5 wins and no Burton, now 500 left. Yeah. What do you think about needing to move AJ to be able to keep our defense together? Well, there's some truth to that because of salary, you know. But I think you could get another few years out of him. Oh, Kittle dropped it. Dallas Goonie. Cowboys winners for a day, losers for the last 30 years. Enjoy. I'm not trying to take anything away from them. See, my philosophy is, when we win, I want people to give our team full credit. There's too many times where I always watch it's like, yeah, the Eagles. Congratulations to the Eagles, but yeah, we didn't get this call, or you didn't this, or we didn't do that. I don't want to do that. I just want to say you won. Oh my, that should be another interception. I just want to say you won, and I'm not gonna argue it. I'm gonna treat you the way I would want to be treated when we win. You know, but we got to talk about Eagle problems too. I like Colonel Tate out of Ohio State, opposite Jeremiah Smith. Yeah, they got some good players. So the loss was more on us than Cowboys. Yeah, I know. I get it. I totally get it. Dak Prairie about to get. He is. Carolina has an underrated defense. I mean, they're better than I thought they were going to be. That's for sure. But that offense, the Niners, I mean, that offense for Carolina's got to get going, man. They've done nothing. Drummer Jones, thank you for super chat. He goes, I can't decide who I want to lose more, Dallas or the Chiefs, because I hate the Chiefs since the 22 Super Bowl. See, I could never, like, I understand people don't like the Chiefs, right? We had a little bit of a rivalry brewing with them, but I can never pick a NFC team over AFC. Like, I will always root against the NFC East. Unless it's the Eagles, I will root against all those teams. I do not hate Kansas City as much as I hate Dallas or the Giants or Washington. And it won't change because the Chiefs do not affect us in the least. They don't affect us. So no, I'll be rooting for the Chiefs. I'm just trying to figure out, am I going to stream on Thursday or not? I don't know what I'm going to do. Like I didn't get a video today because it was like I'm just so busy and just tomorrow and Wednesday, like just I'm so busy this week. I might have to just do live streams because it takes too long to video and edit. But Thursday, Friday, I'm chilling, and I don't know. Do I want to stream? Do I want to stream Thursday? I'm definitely streaming Friday, but do I want to stream Thursday? I don't know. If the Eagles would have won, I probably would have streamed because then if Dallas would lose to the Chiefs and then we would beat the Bears, we would have clinched the division. But yeah, Eagles play like crap, but still can't be denied the rest. Manipulated the shit out of the game, handed them touchdown at the end of the first half, calling DeJean all no holds. I understand where you're going with it. I get it. I'm gonna hold my breath on some of that talk right now. I'm trying to take my L and take my humble pie and all that stuff. Although I didn't talk a lot of shit this week. You gotta admit, I didn't say shit. My in-laws and wives are Cowboy fans. My brother-in-law's wife. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, that's pretty wild. He's gonna bring that out. All right, so 55 seconds left. Can Carolina do anything? Thanksgiving Day, you have the early game is the Lions Packers. Then you got Chiefs and the Cowboys. Then you got Bengals and Ravens. I won't watch that. I don't care about that game. I'm still upset they didn't call Pascal Cooper. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Enjoy your family on Thanksgiving, Philly. Yeah. You guys are my family too. How about that? But no, I don't know. We'll see, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be a game time decision. I might do the early one, because in the morning it's just like, not a lot going on. Everybody's just kind of hanging out, but like the afternoon dinner and all that stuff. I may do the Lions Packers, but I don't know yet. I may do nothing. Just don't know. I'll do what I want. I just don't know what I want. So you have Christmas lights flashing. I don't have Christmas lights up yet. You see the flashing of the TV probably. Bad pass. But I have most of my Christmas stuff downstairs is done. I have some stuff up here and then my outside lights. I went and got permanent outdoor lights. So I only have to put those up one time and then they actually stay up all year. I didn't even know they existed. I saw somebody comment about it. So I'm like, I got to get on that. So I got permanent lights I'm putting up. Hopefully, probably Friday I'll put those up. Well, I can't Friday. Shit. maybe Wednesday. So I talked shit all last week, and there's nothing wrong with that. What is your problem? I'm gonna hold off on that. You know, I think I'm gonna just hold back. Did you see the video where Michael Carter ran directly to Mitchell? He had to be paid. Mitchell was 8 yards. No, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I'll have to check it out. You think he was like he tried to take him out on purpose? That's crazy. High 42 on Friday. The weather's not. The Bears are an outdoor team. They play outdoors, so the cold weather is not an issue for them. You know, them and the Packers, they play outside, so it's not the issue the same way. Which one was it? I'll put it up. Let me find it. I won't play it, but I'll put it. Here you go. Here you go. I'll show you. This is it, and you tell me what issue I would have with this. This is the issue. I'm not even talking the issue, but this is the video. What issue do you think I would have with that? That's the one. How many times have you ever seen me do a video like that? Never. Some teams are just very, very bad winners. Why are you calling a timeout? For what? Dude, the Carolinas got to do something. Their offense looks worse than us. J.C. Horn has 2 interceptions in the first half. The Panthers have 7 interceptions on the year, and they got 3 in this game. Carolina, if they had any offense, they'd be winning this game. Yeah, Purdy does look lost. Dak owns them. Enjoy your win, buddy. Enjoy your win. I'm not going to bother you. Hey, Phil, you probably need to get Starshine Lights Ultra 9 instead of putting Christmas lights. I don't know what that is. YouTube it. It's called what? Ultra Light Shower 9? Let me look it up. Ultra light shower 9. Star Show Ultra. Oh, it's like, okay. It's one of those. Okay, yeah. I need to get one of those. I do. 49ers did step up in this game, so I have, yeah. I agree. This game stinks, too. Too nice. Thank you for super chat, my man. Cowboy fans and players act like they don't have a game against the Chiefs in a couple days. I know. It's gonna be a tough game. Chiefs came off a big win and they need to get in there, so that's a big game for them. That's gonna be a good game. And I agree with you. David Asucha, Holmes is all about talk about his ass. Federated. I don't know, man. Dallas, we have seen your movie over and over. Yeah, agree. Never made it past playoffs. Yeah, exactly. Crazy. Can we all stay together? How about the Chiefs? It's going to be a good game. I think the first two games are really good, man. That Detroit Green Bay game, that's a good game. Good game. No, 49ers need to win. No, you're right. They do. But Purdy's 14 of 23, 114 yards and 3 interceptions and a touchdown. Bryce Young is 6 of 10 for 28 yards and an interception. They got it. Where's Dottle? They haven't ran Dottle at all. They got to get the running game going. Hey, Philly, what's the weather where you're at for Thanksgiving? 70 here on the East Coast Wednesday, 55 on Thanksgiving. I can live with that. I don't even know. Let me see what the weather is. It's gonna be 58 degrees and cloudy. That's it is. That is what it is, I'm sorry, I had this text. I have to answer. Never ends, I tell you. If I was asleep, no, I had to answer a text for work. Imagine there's talk about a near two-time NFL MVP in his prime is overpaid, but Brock Purdy makes the same amount. Yeah, Purdy stinks it up tonight. Saturday. Mac Jones might have to come. It might have to come in. That might have to happen. We got 420 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. You're going to OBX? Are you really? You're lucky. You are lucky. Bitcoin down. I know. I'm going to have to buy some more. When it goes low, I buy. Hey, Philly, haven't we split with the Cowgirls every year for the past 2 decades? Yeah, we always split with them, it seems. It always seems like we split with them every year. It's crazy, isn't it? For whatever reason, we haven't played well there. I don't know. It's just one of those things. Speaking of one of those things, I want to show you guys something here. I want to show you something. Not that. Where is it? Where is it? All right. So I wanted to show you guys, don't forget, we got holiday sale for Philly Shakedown merchandise. All right, we got a lot of great stuff, man. My boys Omar's been cooking up some stuff, man. Some great shirts. You see some of the stuff here. We're having a holiday sale for Black Friday. So you spend $85, get 10% off. Spend $115, get 15% off. You definitely need to go check it out. Go check the store out. The links are in the description. Some of the stuff is just awesome. I love some of this stuff. It's really, really good. He did a lot of good work. But if you want some Eagle merchandise, some Shakedown merchandise, definitely go check it out. Black Friday sale now. I know people like to get this during the holiday season, so definitely check it out. He put a lot of work into the shirts, and the quality is always great. So definitely check it out, guys. You won't be disappointed, I promise. And I'm gonna I'll have to get some myself. I'm still waiting for, but those shirts are awesome. And all the links are in the description. All the links are in the description. Bleeding Green Brother says, CJ coming back, Philly. This is going to be a really good game on Friday. Go Birds. It's going to be a great game. It's going to be a great game. Yeah, there, 500. Thank you. Yeah, it's good stuff, man. Y'all do realize Dallas is more successful for yeah, enjoy your win. Well, that's 8 minutes of my life. I won't get back. What exactly was the problem? Dude is just cocky youth and super chat. Well, I don't know what we're all talking about. Oh, that video. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's like just sometimes they're not good winners. They always never been. You know? I don't do that. I never do that. 21st Century Bub. Go dust off VHS tapes. There you go. Yeah, see, you guys are trying. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to hold back. I'm trying to be a good loser. I'm not used to losing anymore, but I'm trying really hard to be. But it's like, ugh. Phillies 13 wins enough for 1 seed? Probably not. I mean, you got the Rams are 8-2 or 9-2 now. It might be. It might be. You know, but the Eagles are going to need the Rams to stumble, and you got the whatchamacallit are what 8-3. The Bears are 8-3. Who else is 8-3? Let me see. So you got the Eagles are 8-3. The Bears are 8-3. The Seahawks are 8-3. Then you got the Lions 7-4. The 49ers 7-4. The Packers are 7-3-1. You got a lot of teams only a game behind the Eagles, and the Eagles are a game behind the Rams. This game versus Chicago, it's a huge game, man. It's a huge game. They got to win. I don't even know who Seattle plays. Who does Seattle play this week? See, I don't think it matters because I don't think Seattle could win the division. So it's not going to matter. Vikings and Seahawks. Yeah, that's a win. But it doesn't matter though. Because they're gonna be a wild card team. So I think 13 possibly, but you might need 14. You might need 14. Philly, we need to but unfortunately that's not something you can do till the off season. Rico, what's going on? 5-5-1 as well. Yeah. We went. Yeah. Yeah. I try really not to talk about them. We do the chatting for you. Put it in cruise control. I know, man. I know. Dave's then we back. Yes. I'm trying, man. I'm trying so hard. Yeah, one or the other. Same division. Right. So Seattle doesn't really matter. One of those teams that will be the division winner, which is probably the Rams, and then Seattle's a wild card. But 13 wins is probably it may get you a 1 seed. 14 wins probably get you 14 wins definitely get you to 1 seed. Eagles got to take care of the Bears on Friday. It's a huge game for seeding and for playoff implications. The Eagles win that game, boy, they're in good position. If the Eagles win that game, I say most likely they're going to end up the 2 seed or 1 seed. But they'll be in the top 2. And that's 2 playoff games at home if you're a 2 seed, which is important. Yeah, Eagles have Chargers in a few weeks. I think we'll beat the crap out of them. It's okay, Philly. You could go back to trading mode. I'm here. All right, thank you. The GPA is low at Stoutland University. It is, man. Yeah, the Makuba injury will hurt. I think it's time for Justin Simmons, man. I think it's time to bring him along. You know, I think it's definitely time. All right, let's see if Carolina can get their offense going. You get Donald going. There you go. There's a run. It's a big run. 10, 15. What did we say after? You got to get Donald going. What do? Boom. Come out, run. 17-yard gain. They're in the third quarter. You got a Carolina Panthers down. We all won it last year from seed. Yeah, you could win from the 2 seed. I'm not saying you can't. But remember, you were the 2 seed, but you played that championship game at home, right? You still played it at home because Detroit lost. So, yeah, it could lose, but I want the 1 seed. I want the bye week. Don't you think that bye week for the Eagles would be huge? Like, to get guys like Lane Johnson that week off, if he's getting ready to come back. I mean, shit, that number 1 seed's huge for us. So, we'll see. Philly, I don't think any of the Panthers Super Bowl losses fixed. The Panthers Super Bowl losses? What do you mean? If the Rams host the NFC Championship game, it will be a home game for the Eagles. I know. But it'll also be warmer weather. It'll be a lot easier for Stafford to throw the ball. I think that's a disadvantage. I think it's an advantage when it's cold and windy. I actually think that helps the Eagles more, especially when our offense has been inconsistent. Yeah, that 1 seed would be nice. But, I don't know. Take care of the Bears. You take care of the Bears, I feel like you're gonna lock up. You're not gonna lock it up, but I think you're gonna pretty much be in a great position for the 1 or 2 seed. And then we need the Rams to stumble. We need them to stumble. Maybe the Seahawks beat them or something. Lane will be back before that. Well, either way, the point remains the same. Don't you think a week of rest for a guy like Lane would be huge? I'm sure he's not going to be 100% pain-free. I'm sure he's going to play through some pain, no? Yes, Simmons. I agree. Yeah, I agree. We need to smoke the Bears last minute win. Yeah. Antonio, what's going on, my man? He goes, yo, 500, I don't know what to say, yo. After hearing Nick, we are done because I don't think they're doing anything. They don't think they're doing anything wrong. I don't know. Yeah, he gives me no confidence either, dude. It ain't going to be about Nick. It's going to be the players, man. They're going to have to rise up above the coach. But he scares me, too. He didn't know there were 5-man fronts that Dallas was running. He didn't prepare them for it. And Patullo's calling great games. So I don't know. I think that he's gonna have to lie a little bit to us too, though. Like certain things, he's not gonna tell us if he's doing bad. So we'll see, man. It may be our fatal flaw. We're gonna find out. Neighborhood hasn't made some bad plays. They all do. Yeah. Take care of the Bears. Get anybody going to run. I like it. This is the hardest schedule I can remember. I've been watching since the late 80s every week. Playoff. I know, life, it's crazy. And no back-to-back home games. How crazy is that? I've never even heard of that. Here's a run to Donald for a couple. Have you ever heard of a team having no back-to-back home games at all? The whole year? Boy, they put the Eagles through the ringer. That's why you beat the Bears and you get back on track. LA is a home game, yeah, but it's the weather's decent though. That I want that weather miserable when they're trying to throw the ball. Negate that passing game with the weather. Here's Young gonna dump it off Dotto, and he's gonna get. I can't talk. Half of what they needed back. DC for life. Thank you for the super chat. He goes, yo, nice fresh haircut. Trey Smith out is a big loss for the Chiefs. Cowboy interior will help. Sorry for your loss. Yeah, that's a tough loss. And thank you, man. I was able to shave because we lost. I said, I can shave now. That's never happened to a Super Bowl champ. No back. I've never heard of it. Not just for back-to-back champions. Like anybody. There's a throw on 3rd and 7. Incomplete. Nothing. No calls. Nothing. Do you all think you took the shine off your? No, no, no. I think those jerseys were. I think those jerseys were beautiful. Your one game at a time is right. Yeah, it's crazy. Smoochie, thank you for the super chat. A500, call me crazy or overly optimistic as a fan, but I'm not ready to write us off yet. Even though it did look bad, I got to see what happens Friday. Oh, you shouldn't write us off. No, definitely not. We're the Super Bowl champions. And just think about our record. We're 8-3, and we've been playing with all these problems, and we haven't even played one good game. And look at our record. And all we need to do, we can't fix everything. Some things will take a whole season, but I think we can do enough things to go to make sure that we go on a run. So I'm not giving up either. Don't give up. But I do think that Friday's game is it's a big test for the Eagles. Uh, a a number 2 seed would mean at least one road game. So if you're number 2 seed, you don't get a bye week, but the first 2 playoff games, the first 2 rounds would be at home. So they would play at home. The only way the Eagles would travel is if they'd have to face the number 1 seed. So let's say the Rams are the number 1 seed. Well, the only way the Eagles travel is if they have to play the Rams in a championship game. Then they would travel. Now, the Eagles have gone to LA so far. They've beaten them a ton there. The only difference is that when you're in Philly and it's windy and cold, it could slow up a passing game. In California, Stafford's going to have no problem slinging the ball. And I think that would be a disadvantage in that regard. But the Eagles are more than capable of winning, I think. Kelly Green's best man. It is so awesome looking. Even Mahomes dude, I gotta admit, those jerseys are just awesome. I told you we should have wore the yellow Frankfurt yellow jacket uniform instead of Kelly Green. Yeah, when we visit England, we can wear those. Those are so ugly. Why do you like the Frankfurt jerseys? They're so ugly. And you play an extra play. Yeah. You play an extra playoff game as a number 2 seed. Well, compared to the 1 seed, the 2 and the 1 seed's the only one that gets the bye week. The other seeds don't. The NFL doesn't hate the team. They hate. Here's what they're mad at the Eagles about. This is what they're really pissed off about. And this is just because owners are cheap and they don't want to spend money. They don't like that the Eagles are willing to eat money and the owner is willing to spend money to get cap room. And he'll eat dead money. Owners don't want to do that. That's what they're complaining about because they don't want to spend money. And the Eagles make them all look bad. McCaffrey gets 12 on a screen. You watch. They're gonna start running a bunch of screens now and stuff. DC for life. They were super chat. Only Eagles need to change. The philosophy is not to lose. What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't know. I mean, yeah, of course we don't want to lose, but we got to be better. Purdy back to pass, looking, gonna throw it to McCaffrey, gonna lose a yard. Mr. Jock Davis Super Chat. Can somebody find Nolan Smith and his development? Yeah, he wasn't around yesterday. I don't know how many snaps he's getting though. I would like to see the snap count on that. I wonder if they're still bringing him along slow. But you didn't even hear his name one time, Nolan Smith. Nick Marchetti, David Super Chat goes, we need to sign Justin Simmons. Sydney is so bad. Oh, I agree. Yeah, I am now under agreement. You've got to sign Justin Simmons now. It is time. All right, Eagles, no matter what. Me too, man. So we need Ronnie Lott and the Eagles. Yeah, that would be nice. A screen pass. What is that? I don't know. It amazes me the Eagles can't run a screen pass. And if you ever watch them, it's the slowest developing play in the world. Where other teams, they come out, it's like boom, they hit it right away. Michael Lewis might be available. Remember Michael Lewis? I didn't even know Phillips was on the field. Yeah, Phillips was another one, non-existent. Non-existent. I thought Jordan Davis had a really great game again. I thought Jordan Davis was really good. I thought Carter came on in the second half. I thought his first half wasn't great. Thought he was good in the second half. Those interior guys are good. Jordan Davis is freaking good, man. He is freaking good. I thought Carter came on. I thought Carter had a good second half, but Jordan Davis was probably the best defensive lineman yesterday. To be honest with you, I thought Jalen Hunt looked. I thought he was pretty good. This is interesting. Edge rusher rotation. Phillips 59 snaps, 80%. Wow, he's getting already the most snaps. Jalen Hunt 43 snaps, 58%. Nolan Smith 40 snaps, 50. He had 54%. While Brandon Graham 8 snaps, 11%. Smith has been ramping up. Yeah, they're ramping him up. That's probably what's going on. But I think Jalen Hunt has been playing well. Jalen Phillips, he was quiet this game, but he's been good since he got him. And Brandon Graham only 8 snaps. Like I would get Brandon Graham snaps count up. I think Brandon Graham can do 15. I would double Brandon Graham's. So do you think the offense will actually start giving Tank more carries? He's running really well. I think it would be very smart too. I'm not saying you have to give him more snaps than Barkley or even 50%. But how about 10 to 12 legitimate carries a game? I think that would be good. I mean, the Eagles could not run the ball. When you're up 21 points and you can run the ball, the game's over. Derek Stevens says, one thing I do know is Howie and Lurie can't be happy with how the offense is looking. Nick better get fixed or else. They fired a Super Bowl winning coach, but they did. They had no problem doing that. I think what you would see, the difference between Nick and Doug is like, no, Doug is like, he's got Doug's got his pride. He's going to need some control and some say in certain things. I think Nick will do whatever they tell him. And the other thing is, I think before they would fire Nick, I think they'll just strip him of his play, of his offense. That's his offense, and that's his philosophy. I think they'll strip him of that. And I would do it in a minute. If we could raise Patulo's IQ percentage points, he would just be much. What bothers me is the in-game adjustments. Like, how come you can't adjust to defenses' adjustments? Just Blake says, sources saying Washington inquired about A.J. Brown and another team, unnamed team. Yeah, well, the Eagles aren't going to trade A.J. Well, I would if they gave me enough, but, A.J. Brown to Washington, they can't do anything now. Trade deadline's passed, but we'll see. Friday game is going to be interesting because it looks like the last game that booing is going to hurt Lurie here. Could. What if the Eagles just come out and kill it? Jalen Phillips, a waste of money? The Eagles aren't paying him anything. He's not getting paid right now, hardly anything for the Eagles. I think that the Dolphins picked up a lot of his contract. Jalen Phillips has been good. He wasn't there. He didn't show up there, though. I can't understand why Howie didn't have a play caller in the building. Just give KP to the bye to make a case for his job. It's so hard to change your play caller. Like, you have to have somebody, and they have to be very. I mean, Buffalo did it a couple years ago, but it's very hard, and I think you'd have to do it really early in the year. It usually typically doesn't work. So I think once you have that coordinator, you most likely have to keep them. You know, that's why. Now, why did the Eagles let Patullo take the job? Because Nick won a Super Bowl. That Nick had, Nick had power. If Eagles don't fire Sirianni, players will win a new game. Well, I don't think they're going to fire him, but I do think if it continues and let's say it ends on a bad note this season, I think they'll strip him of his offense. My favorite Simpson line is Patullo and Sirianni's philosophy. You got to help us. We tried nothing, and we're all out of ideas. That's pretty good. You know what I don't understand? Somebody explain this to me too. You hear the press conference. Their thing now is we've got to be good at the things that doesn't take talent to be good at. And then Hurts comes out. He's saying it. Players saying it in the locker room. They just repeat these weird things that mean nothing. You got to be good at things that don't take talent. Like what's good saying all that shit if you don't do it? You can't stop your player. You can't not have crazy amount of penalties every week. Like, what the hell are they talking about, dude? I get a little bit, like, roll my eyes with some of his, like, these sayings, dude. So it was your first season watching football? For example, mine was the Bucks Raiders. Mine was my first vivid memory where I felt an emotional attachment to the Eagles was watching Dick Vermeil retire at his press conference. So my first real emotion, I vaguely remember this 1980 Super Bowl. I was like 5. I remember family watching it, but I don't really remember what was going on. But I remember Marion Campbell was the head coach, and we had a player, Roynell Young, corner. And he was playing. I don't remember. I think it was against the Cardinals, and he was playing, and he was having a great game, and he was like my favorite player before Mike Quick, and that would be my first game and season I really remember. So I want to say that 82, 83, somewhere in there. '91 when Cunningham broke his leg. Oh, what a nightmare. Cowherd said Pickens is the best wide receiver in the league, let alone NFC East, and it's not even close. Okay, they're always good. If you're a Cowboy player, you always get a 20% boost for being a Cowboy player. I never forgot Kenny King, running up the sideline. Never forget it. Yeah. My best game of the Eagles was 1980 when we won the championship, beating Dallas Cowboys. Yeah. How about that run, right? That was awesome. Wilbert Montgomery with the big run versus the big Cowboys, big bad Cowboys, and Landry in the NFC Championship game. I was a little young for that. I don't remember, but I watched the game late, years later. Favorite Eagles moment growing up was Michael Vick miracle of the mail-ins, Redskins. Oh, those were great. Yeah. Who's better, Westbrook or Shady? Man, I'm gonna say Shady. If you're talking like a pure runner, Shady overall. But if you want to say who's the better Eagles running back, it was Westbrook. And part of that problem is, and the reason I say it is just because Shady didn't play long enough with the Eagles. He left he left halfway through his career. He left way too early. Should never have been traded. So to me, that I got to put Westbrook there. But if you're just talking like talent and just like running ability, it's Shady. I wish our fan base would celebrate beating good teams, like it's a championship win, like bad teams get to do. I forget what that's like. I hear you. Ricky Waters, I like. Look, I was a big Ricky Waters fan, even after his whole, for who for what. I still liked Ricky Waters, and I love Charlie. I love Charlie Garner, Thunder and Lightning, man. What up, Philly? This is a short week. Dallas will lose Thursday, and we won Friday and win the division. I hope you're right, man. Well, no, we won't win the division because of that. Remember, Dallas had to lose. We needed Dallas. I believe we needed Dallas to lose. We needed them to lose yesterday for that to happen. There's a hint. McCaffrey touchdown. Carolina can't. Their offense sucks, dude. At least tonight. I guess this doesn't help the Cowboys that much, huh? Ron Jaworski handed the game off to Cunningham, man. Those guys could play. Yeah, you remember how they used to do that? For those that are young and don't remember, when Ron Jaworski was in the was the Eagles starter and Cunningham was like a rookie and coming along. Buddy Ryan, he thought he was going to invent the third down quarterback. And so what he started to do is he started to take Randall on third down situations and put him in the game and take Jaworski out. Now, he would say that, he was going to invent the third down quarterback, but really he was starting to teach Randall how to play, and he would let him take third downs. And that's how Randall used to come in. So you would have first, second down, Jaworski would come out, Randall would come in. But then Randall started getting comfortable, started making plays. And it was the third down quarterback. If you hear Jaworski talk about it, he gets so mad today. But really what Buddy was doing was he was getting him out there and getting him experience, man. I remember those days, man. I was like, I couldn't wait to see Randall come on the field because there is nothing like Randall. Or we forget about the Eagles' great Frank Gore. Yeah, that was funny. Now, Westbrook was all around back. I'd take Westbrook over Shady. Yeah, I get, but pure runner. It's Shady, though, right? I'm not saying blocking and catch up, but just running back. I got to go Shady, but he wasn't an Eagle long enough. Yup, that was crazy. Yeah, they figured Randall time to start just like Brett Favre showed Aaron Rodgers. Yep. It was fun times, man. Why can't we have some play calling like this, some big plays? Yeah, because it's not their philosophy. Nick's philosophy is, don't make a mistake. Don't do anything that you don't need to do. And take what you're given. Every once in a while, we'll take our shots deep. But if we take them deep, it's going to be like a punt. No big sweat. Don't turn over the ball. And we'll let them win. It's like if you ever watched hockey, you ever watched the New Jersey Devils, what was it, the left wing lock? They used to run, they scored one goal and they would go into this trap. And it was the most annoying thing in the world. But they knew that eventually teams would make mistakes. I think that's Nick's philosophy. Eventually, most teams will make mistakes and they will turn the ball over. And if you win the turnover battle, you usually win the game. And that's what he thinks. That's why he's not going to change much. Because he's probably saying, oh, yeah, okay, we lost to Dallas, but that's not going to happen every week. Yeah, I remember Correll Buckholter. Remember the Correll Buckholter on Monday night in Miami? He went off. Football's supposed to be entertaining. Nick makes it hard to watch. I know. Yeah, Deuce Staley was really good too. Problem with Deuce was, and it wasn't Deuce's fault, but remember, they had nobody. Like Cunningham, McNabb was like a rookie, young, learning, and they had no receivers, and all they had was Deuce. And teams would key on Deuce, and he would still make plays. I love Deuce Staley. Westbrook was also a valuable special teams. He was, yeah. Agreed. I swear I'm so jealous of the Niners play calling. So fluid and innovative, it's crazy. Knowing that we have the talent to do exactly what that at a very high level. I know. Could you imagine if you put a good play caller like that? That's what I'm saying. If Mike McDaniel in Miami gets fired, I think I would pursue him. I think I would. How are you? What do you mean? What do you mean? Am I forgetting about Wilbur Montgomery? The question was between Shady and Westbrook. It wasn't between anybody else. The question was who was better, Shady or Westbrook. It wasn't who's the best running back in Eagles franchise history. It was Westbrook and whatchamacallit. So I didn't forget him. Uh, Sean McCoy was good as prime with the Eagles through. I miss Shady too. I hate that we trade him. I was happy with McNabb if we should have actually won a couple. Should have. Look, I'm gonna be honest. McNabb just played down in big games, in big moments, big games. He just was never that great. I like McNabb, but it's the truth. Uh, Jaden Craig, what's going on? Yeah, I know he said it, but I don't put any thought into it. No, Ryan Matthews did not like that. I didn't know anything about Wilbur Montgomery. I came along never. I didn't even like to see Randall Cunningham. Oh man, you even lived this. Randall was something special. Wilbur Montgomery was a great running back. He was a little before my time too, but Wilbur reminds me. Brian Westbrook reminds me of Wilbur Montgomery. I think they look very similar. He was a great running back though for the Eagles. He really was. Shady became a Benedict Arnold. My old man made us watch football over anything on TV. Yeah, you're lucky, man. It's lucky. It's good. So I like more throwing up the middle and pass plays early downs. Just Dallas just saw it, and his team just kept refusing to adjust, opposing adjust. I know. It's Seth. It's like they don't even look at what teams do and make adjustments, especially in game. It's crazy to me. Philly, did you see that I was able to catch Wu Tang live person last week? No, I didn't know that. That's very cool. McNabb had a huge arm. There was no doubt about it. 17-3. Young throws first down. 500. How do you watch football on the West Coast? Barely can get home from church before kickoff. I have to get up early. I have to get up at I literally get up at about 6:30 every Sunday because I have to wake up and just just like, get my senses about me. And then I have to do like overlays and stuff like that. So I usually get like 6:30. By 7:30 I start doing all my overlay. It takes me like an hour or two. So it's usually, yeah, you got to get up early. It sucks. Young throws incomplete. Come on, Young. What did you, Douglas, say? I still remember Carson Wentz injured in 2017 Rams game. Still remember our season was over and then we won the Super Bowl. Yeah, I know. I wouldn't buy, when people say the season's over. We might have fatal flaws. We know what our weakness is, and we know things got to change and they got to fix it. Now the question is, can he do it? Oh, throws, touchdown! McMillan, touchdown! Finally, they got it. Teteroa McMillan, 29-yard touch. He's going to be a good player, man. He is a good player. We got a game. That's a beautiful throw. Nice pass, right? He is wide open, too. What's up, SC 2.25? What up, 500? Seeing as I make videos on both value-wise, Brian Westbrook, overall talent, McCoy. So to me, I would rather have Brian Westbrook than McCoy. That's fair enough. You're not going to get an argument out of me. I think Westbrook. Yeah, I think. Oh, he barely made it. I think Westbrook, was the better Eagle. I'm convinced the offensive coordinator will be our demise. Watch coaching matter. I don't care what it was. No, I think you're right. I think I think we all know that if the Eagles lose, if something happens, if you lose in the playoffs, if it gets worse than that, it's going to be because of what we've seen of our flaws that they couldn't fix. However, if the Eagles could fix those things, they could win this whole thing again. That's the honest truth. I truly believe it. Like, they are capable and they have the talent, in my opinion, to win a Super Bowl if they can fix the issues. And I don't know that they can. I know that there's certain things you just can't fix till the offseason. But if they can fix the things that they can control and fix, like penalties, like starting to run the ball, like if you can fix some of these things, they're going to win the Super Bowl game. But to me, their whole season is going to come down to that. What do we got? 6 games left? In the 6 games left, are you going to be able to figure this thing out? That's the question of the 2025 Eagles. Young going to go for 2, incomplete. Why didn't they run it there? They declined the extra point because of a penalty, went for 2 and didn't get it. So they lost the point. It's shady. I think for me, if you're looking at who was the better Eagle, it was Westbrook. He played longer. If you're asking me who's the better, not pure running back, but who was the better runner, it would be Shady. I'm not emotionally invested until the O-line gets fixed. Unless that happens, not expect that much. I don't know I don't know what they can do, Are you putting a video out tomorrow? I don't know. I'll probably do a video tomorrow. I'm going to try. But I am going to do a morning stream. It's just that with a Thanksgiving Thursday, everything is kind of like crazy right now. So like I don't have time to do a stream and then do a video and then edit the video. So I might just do a stream. I don't know. Should have gotten CJ when had a chance. I agree. But what I'm saying is, if Shady should have played his entire career in Philly, and it would have been close. Like, you know, like how do you trade him in his prime? Somebody tell me this. I don't know yet. Nevada Maverick. I haven't decided. I think it's gonna be a of the day kind of call. So you Douglas really took some shots at Jalen and said that he chooses when to be a leader. He wishes we had that. Yeah, I don't know, man. Some of these people I don't get. Mark of 500 should do a boxing match. It wouldn't last long for him. It'd be like 30 seconds. I can't believe Hugh Douglas said that. Louisville is a huge clown for that. Wait for the starters for 10 seasons. I know. I know. It's crazy. Thanksgiving must be a huge deal in your house if everything gets put on hold for it. Yeah, it is a big day. It's a big holiday for us. We celebrate it. It's a big deal. You know, everybody's home. You know, don't have to go anywhere for 2 days. So yeah. Not as big as Christmas though. Because if it's Christmas, I won't even think about it. I won't even think about it for Christmas. Illegal Davis super chat, my man. He goes, Ricky Waters, first Eagle running back I loved. I remember Ricky Waters for who for what? Thunder and Lightning. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, I like him. Wish we had him. Man, give me Darren Sproles over Shady. In terms of whatchamacallit, my favorite, are you traditional or traditionally probably probably stuffing or mashed potatoes. One of the other two. I like mashed potatoes more than sweet potatoes. I know that makes sound crazy, but I do. But I like it's got to be, you know, mashed potatoes from scratch. But yeah, otherwise it would be ravioli. Keith Byers wasn't the greatest running back, great out of the backfield, right? Great blocker and all that. Heath Sherman, I liked Heath Sherman, but man, that was like the best running back I ever seen was Heath Sherman. That was it. Like I was a little young for Montgomery, but it was like Heath Sherman was like that was our back. And then we got Herschel Walker for a year. It was like, whoa, we got Herschel Walker, and he had 1 year. And then Deuce came along. Holland, thank you for the super chat. Football's about momentum. We need to realize every team will experience what happened last night. It's about momentum, and it's also about feel. Like I don't understand why when it was 21-0 in my chat, I was saying they can't take the foot off the gas. They can't take the foot off the gas. Like you could feel you needed more. It wasn't enough. You could feel it. I don't think the coaches have good feel for things. I don't think they feel when this play isn't going to work or this is going to work or we should go for it here or we shouldn't. They're very analytical and they read off those analytic charts and it's a detriment. Yeah, Von Hebron, I remember him. Charlie Garner, I forget Charlie Garner. Charlie Garner was, you know, he came after Walker, but him and Ricky were great. I agree, man, 100%. It's so infuriating to be that incompetent, that much talent. It's so mind-boggling. I've seen team way less talent still moving sticks consistently. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I've never seen it. I've never seen it where a team goes a whole half and they look great, and then the next half they look like they've never played before. I've never seen that before consistently. I always bring up the Tampa game, but it's just mind-boggling to me because that Tampa game, the Eagles it was 24-6, I believe, at halftime. And not only that, but Hurts was like 15 of 17. He was 15 of 17 in the first half. He didn't complete a pass in the second half. Isn't that weird? To me, that's insane. Why is my thing frozen up? We've been having some weird ass stats, right? Jason Kell says he retired because the office was involved in the plays. He said that, really. Yeah, that's bad. Dallas the only team to smack you on Clay Green since he brought back. Yeah. CJ Stroud will be a top 5 quarterback if he played a good organization. What's concerning is that that's not the first time the offense has looked like. No, they've done it a lot, you know? They've done it a lot. Priest Holmes, the greatest. Oh, man, he was huge in fantasy. There's no doubt. I'm tired of the Eagles snapping the ball with 5 seconds on the play clock. Yeah, me too. It just is ridiculous. It just doesn't make any sense why you would do that. Fourth quarter. That's true. Why does the offense need to be? It's the analytics. They're very big into analytics. You know, analytics say that on this down you do this, and this down you do that. You know, that's what they rely on. I hate it. I think it takes the feel out of the game. Our DB communications were probably very hard after injuries. I'm sure. And that fourth quarter, that defense was getting tired too, you know? If you come to Philly for the holidays, let me know. I can get you some free turkeys. I live next to the guy who owns a farm, and I have my dogs take about 12 of his turkeys a night. And he's like, okay, I will. Thank you, Mark. They all in Mark's chat talking us bad. Talking my chat bad? Why? We've been so good. I've been good. I've done everything I can to give Dallas all the credit 100%. I haven't done anything I've given them all the credit they could ask for. Still have hopes that we beat the Bears Friday. Oh yeah, me too, Pete. We're gonna turn this thing around, man. We gotta turn it around. Yeah, because center knows to snap no matter what at 4 seconds. And the defensive line knows. Defense knows when you're snapping the ball, they get off the ball so much quicker. You know, what if a couple times you change it up and you snap it at 10 seconds, you snap it at 15? You know, they wouldn't know they wouldn't get off the ball. They're getting off the ball so much quicker because they know what's coming. So I don't understand, Lori. I would be in that locker room telling everyone to get their shit together or else. I know. I hear you. I don't know if you can talk to players today like that, you know? I think that Seth Joyner, I think one of the reasons he's not a coach is because he don't want to deal with that kind of bullshit because I don't think players will take it. All right, so Niners are kicking a field goal now. 2023 all over. I wouldn't say that. We'll see. Let's see. Let's see what happens on Let's see what happens on whatchamacallit, on Friday. Need defensive line to step up, create pressure to Williams right away. Agreed. I agree. Yeah, Mark Holmes, you're losing this week. You mean that, Mark? Wait, what is he saying? I've been such a gracious loser. I don't know what else I can do. Mark Holmes can't wait for you to be Dan show. That's fine. That's fine. You know, I will go on there. I will watch them make out, and it will be disgusting. I already told them both. Can we keep them making out to a minimum? Corporate pumper. Why are you not? Oh, okay, you're still corporate B pumper. It's David Super Chat. B pumper was right again. Also, Hurts has failed to lead game clinching drives in 3 straight games. We want our refund. Jalen Hurts taxes too much. What 3 straight games? We beat Detroit. We beat Green Bay. I think Brian Pumper got knocked on the head sometimes too much. Thank you, Ed. They acted like they knocked us out of play. Yeah, it's their Super Bowl. It's their Super Bowl. Let them have it. I'm trying to be a gracious loser. I lose better than they win. That's how I see it. You guys want your Super Bowl Cowboys during regular season game. That don't matter anything. That was just a division game. Like I said, that Chicago Bears game was always more important than that Cowboys game. And I said that when I thought the Eagles were going to win that Cowboys game. And it stands true. The Bears game is the important game. It's the big game. KP is a problem. Hurts has had top 5 offense, deep playoff runs, Super Bowls, the variable. Well, I think KP is a big problem. And I think Sirianni is a big problem. Because it's Sirianni's offense and KP. They're basically offensively joined at the hip. So damn well you're one and done the way y'all are playing. The Bears What do you mean? We just beat. Enjoy your win. Enjoy your win. One done. Enjoy your win. Corporate Pumper, thank you for the super chat. 3 straight games is right. His offense had the ball, closed the game in, and went 3 and out. Brian Pumper. Yeah, but you won. You won those games. If you fail in the last drive and you lose the game, then it matters. If you're winning the game and you win the game, it's not the same thing, Brian. Dude, Tanner McKee better be the greatest fucking quarterback ever if he ever plays because of you. I'm telling you, man. If he ain't like Brady, Montana, Marino, Elway combined, I'm coming after you, Pumper. The Lions game was one offensive drive, game-sealing first down by Barkley. All I know is that there's a lot of football left to play, and the Eagles we know the problems, we know the flaws, we know what's going to end their season if it ends. They got to figure a way to get it done and figure it out. Imagine if this team had John Gruden as head coach, we would be a dynasty. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just know that the way I see it is we know what the problems are. We know what we got to do. See if they could do it. That's the whole key to this thing. If the Eagles could figure it out offensively, nobody's going to beat them. So I really believe that. Yeah. Nope. Yeah. Nobody. Nope. Yesterday was it was a huge day. I want to wear Kelly Green at home from now on. The problem is when you play Dallas, every time you play Dallas, they're in their away jersey. They don't like Dallas doesn't wear their home jersey. I still don't understand why they don't wear their home jerseys, but it's bad luck like for them in the 70s or something. So they don't wear their home jerseys. That's why they're always in the same jersey, which I think their white jerseys are horrible. Corbett Brian Pupper, thank you for Super Chat. Oh, one on the back of the defense. It's the same thing. Stop giving credit to Jalen Hurts for something he didn't do. Top 5 quarterbacks, bottom 5 accountable. It's not. I'm not giving them credit. I'm not giving them credit. Like what you're saying is that he failed in the last minute drive, so therefore he's not a winner. I'm not saying that Jalen Hurts went and won the game in the last minute on a game they were already leading. Those games are not applicable to that because it wasn't that situation. That's what I'm saying. Nice spin out by Young. Clark, thank you for the super check. It's 500. Wait till you see the season finale of Tulsa Kings. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm like 4 episodes behind. So you know how you gotta just deal with it. You know, it's the name of the game. It's part of the job. This guy is a Jalen Hurts hair. He hates him. Yeah. We will beat the Chiefs Thursday and beat the Lions. We'll see. We'll see. Intercepted again. That's right. Talk is cheap. Only one. That's right. I can't wait to see it, Clark. Yeah, I got to catch up. I'm like what 4 episodes back, maybe 5. Yeah, another interception by the Niners. This game's over. Boy, I tell you what, the Panthers' offense was like as bad as ours. Somebody asked how why that there's half Eagle fans in here. There's a lot of Cowboy fans in here. They've been trolling. They've got the right to troll though. I'm not gonna take it away from them. Brian Pumper is a unique guy. He infuriates Eagle fans because he's got some crazy ass takes. But I find it actually entertaining. But kind of crazy though. I saw people be praying the Eagles lose. Nobody likes us. We don't care. We don't care. Yeah. I still I know I might be delusional. I'm still thinking Super Bowl. I am. I'm like, all right, if we can fix this, if we can fix that, if we can fix this, we have 2 playoff games. Yeah, we could go back. I truly believe that in my heart. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I truly believe it. I don't think that you lose one game. How come is it that we lose one game, the whole season's over, it's quit, everybody should get traded and fired? All these other teams, they can lose 5, 6, 7 games, and yet they're dangerous, and we got to show them respect. Get the hell out of here with all that bullshit. When the playoffs start, and the playoffs will start, all these quarterbacks and throwing, all those passing numbers come down. It's can you run the ball? Can you play defense? Can you not turn the ball over? And that's what the Eagles, they got to get going. They got to start running the ball. They can prevent turnovers and they can play defense. And I'm not giving up on this season yet. Now we know what the flaws are. It might kill them in the end. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that we still have a shot at this thing. Don't let anybody tell you we don't. That's my little rant on it. Also, another team gets destroyed like we do when they lose. Yeah, we get destroyed when we win. We win and we get destroyed. Let me tell you, if Dallas goes and beats Detroit like they did a week ago, are you kidding me? It would be the most amazing thing. It would be on every channel. Did you see the Dallas defense, the doomsday defense? It'd be all that bullshit. We win, and it's like, God forbid, for 2 weeks they're all talking. All I heard is the Eagles suck this, the Eagles suck that, the Eagles should get rid of this guy and should do that. And they're only winning. Then we lose one, and now they're really going into it. You know, let Dallas beat us. The hell with it. They beat us. You give it to them. I tip my cap. They fought. I'm not going to take anything away from them. But, man, you can't tell me in this football, this sport is such a week-to-week sport. And if you can figure out the issues that you have, you can get going. You know why Cowboy fans are hopeful to make the playoffs? Because they know this. They know it. You could get hot. Team could get hot at the right time and go on a run. It's the way it is. So, yeah, the Eagles, they got flaws. They got things to address. But if they can figure it out and get that run game going, they're going to be tough to beat. Yeah, you can't win as much as the Eagles won in the last 3-4 years and call it luck. See, that's like the most asinine thing. The Eagles have literally been to 2 Super Bowls in 3 years. They came one drive from winning the other Super Bowl. They were 10-1 and they had a horrible collapse. It was horrible. But you can't win as much as the Eagles win and call it lucky. It's not luck. Sorry, I don't care if the games are close. It's not luck. Are you telling me that Dallas can't get hot and make a serious push? Or are you telling me that Dallas... I didn't say... I just said the exact opposite of that. What do you mean? I literally just said the exact opposite. You have to use Tank Bigsby more along with Saquon, stick with the run. I agree, Pete. I think minimum 10 carries a week for Bigsby. Minimum. Corporate Brian Pumper, thank you for Super Chat. 500, you just explained it. If we lose, we are not allowed to blame Hurts. But when we win, he gets all the credit. It's the Jalen Hurts tax. That's not the Jalen Hurts tax. And that's not what I was talking about. But it's not the Jalen Hurts tax. That's the quarterback tax. Every quarterback, Pumper, gets the same treatment. If you win, the quarterbacks always get more of the blame and more of the credit. And that's the name of the game. It's true. Sometimes it's deserved. Sometimes it's not. You know, I'm talking about the team. You're talking about individual player. And all I know is if for some reason your boy Tanner McKee comes in, he better be John Elway and Dan Marino and Warren Moon and Cunningham and all those guys put together. I think Nad and Pumper might be the same person. I'm just saying they're always together. Lauren Biggs says, what up, 500? What up, guys? Happy holidays. Haven't received any breaking news regarding Princess Patullo big fight. No, they said that Nick said he was very happy with his play calling and he will continue. We did get bad news about Makuba, though. He looks like he's out for the year. Is he so? It's funny. Yeah, I know, Twain. We do. It's good to see you, Twain Eagles. But it's just not, you're just not going to get that till you won't get that till off season. I mean, they're not going to make that kind of change now. You know, they just aren't. Yeah, I think Justin Simmons needs to come in. I do. I totally agree. I mean, you need a safety. I don't think Sidney Brown's the answer at all. You know, Jalen Knights or something else. What is your thumbnail now? By the way, it's not about Jalen Knights. I don't know. I don't know. That's Sills talk. I don't know anything about all that. All I know is we gotta try to win. I want to win. Drummer Jones, thank you for super checkers. Why can't Pumper root for Hurts at least? Like, why are you praying for because he's a Tanner McKee fan. He loves Tanner McKee. He thinks he's gonna be like how good Pumper? How good is Tanner McKee gonna be if he gets the chance to play? Like, where would you put him? Like, what do you think what do you think McKee's ceiling is? Here you go. Tanner is a generational talent. There you go. That's why Brian Pumper honestly believes that the Eagles have a generational talent at quarterback, and he's being wasted. That's what he thinks. He has no ceiling. It's infinite. That's funny. It's infinite. Nice throw. Hurry up, Young. He said infinite. Filling all these Dallas trolls. This is what I'm talking about, and you're not, and it's pissing them off. Just do what you're doing. Don't feel to them. I don't feed it to them at all. I don't. I said my little. I ate my humble pie. I ate crow at the beginning of my stream, and that's it. He said generational talent. He said infinite. Infinite McKee. That's a infinite. I love it. That's great. Easily we beat ourselves. Your team isn't win Super Bowl. Yeah. I like Tanner, but he's never started over Hurts unless Hurts goes down. Yeah, but dude, he honestly, I mean it. He honestly believes he's that good, and so I get it. If you believe that you got Michael Jordan sitting on the bench, yeah, you want him to play. I get it. Philly, another W stream account. Thank you, my man. Young is down. I think Tanner is probably the best backup in the NFL, but there's a reason he was drafted late. The reason he's a backup. I think he's a really good backup too, and I think he's got a lot of upside. I do. But I mean, how do you put a guy in? You just can't do that. It's just there's no way. I bet Sill's gonna sniff Dak's trash got ass so much he'll have a line. I think you could be right. We should see if they have any like Dak underwear we could send them guys. He told you a Ringo is Champ Bailey? Well, that didn't work out. He said infinite. His talent's infinite. That's funny. That cracks me up. He said infinite. I love Tanner, but he needs great O-line in order to have success. Can make every throw from the pocket. I think he's going to be good too. But I'm not putting him in. I think you trade him in the all season is what I do. Corporate Brian Pumper, thank you for super chat. He goes, Tanner is a breed of one. You all keep cooking and joking. The McKeester laughing to the bank. The McKeesters are laughing to the bank. That's great. I just think it was funny. You said infinite. Hey, by the way, thank you for super chat. McKee, yeah, the McKee and beyond. I like it. Oh man, that's funny shit. They're going to replace Tanner's 16 and replace the number with the yeah, he should just wear the infinite symbol. I swear. It's great. His talent is infinite. That is awesome. He missed it. All right. Our O-line is too garbage right now. Tanner would get murdered. Mobile, maybe a year two. Yeah, the offensive line has been not good. They got to figure it out. You got to figure it out. What do we got? 6 games left? You got to figure it out. You got 6 games to get this shit right. McKee getting his strays out here. Tanner McKee got a ring before that. That's true. Still them boys, thank you for super chat. He goes, I just wanted to say, man, that cigar was nice. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I missed having one yesterday, that's for sure. The perfect script for this team is Hurts starts running more and gets injured. Tanner comes in like Nick Foles and only in Philly. Yeah, only in Philly would something like that even happen. But I think that story played out. We got to have a new story, you know. Everybody counts you out, disrespects you as a champion. They trash you at every turn. They give everything that you do good is not because of you. You get disrespected, and you come back and you sit on the throne again. To me, that's the storyline that's got to be. You know, that nobody thought you were good enough. Nobody thought you deserved it. Everybody thought that it was somebody else's title and that you just got lucky. And you went back and you showed them again. That's the storyline this year. That's what I want it to be. People don't understand. The Eagles are the underdog. We're the underdog. Watching this game reminds me of the video you made where you were happy the Eagles didn't draft Christian McCaffrey. What were you thinking at that time? I don't think there's any video of me happy they didn't draft Christian McCaffrey. I don't remember that. I was very high on Christian McCaffrey. I think we must be thinking about somebody else. I think you're thinking of Justin Jefferson. I think that's what you're thinking of. Because Christian McCaffrey, I was all about trading up and getting him. No, I was okay with that. I think you're thinking of Justin Jefferson one, which yeah, I was very wrong about that. But Christian McCaffrey, no, I was good with McCaffrey. The 49ers just running it now, getting a first down. They're close, but they're just short. Eagles will bounce back with a win over Chicago. 9-3 incoming. Listen, the one thing about the Bears is they play outside as well. So it's like, you know, they know how to deal with outside weather too. So that's not like a huge advantage. I don't look at that as an advantage at all. You know? 49ers are going to be 8-4. There you go, Birds. Let's go, baby. We bounce back Friday. You think the Eagles are going to wear their black jerseys and black helmets on Fridays? I think they probably will, right? That's a great question. How many? That is a great question. Tanner is oozing potential. I'll just wait. His time is all right. All right. The all black unis Friday. That's what I would run. I would love to. I would love to see that on Black Friday. Man, I don't know what to do on Thursday. I keep going like, maybe I shouldn't do anything on Thursday. I don't know. The whole week is just kind of messed up for me. I don't know what to do. Just happy we have a game Friday. Yeah, I'm happy they're playing on Friday as well. The quicker we play and get this loss behind us and move on, the better. Eagles on the East, 20 playoff wins, 4 Super Bowl appearances, 8 NFC Championship games, 12 East titles, 25 years compared to Dallas, 2 wildcard wins, 2 playoff wins in 30 years. Enough said. Yeah, and look, we're gonna win that division again this year. So we're gonna end that whole streak of no NFC East team has won the division 2 years in a row. That's going down the drain. We're gonna win that in the next few weeks. 500. I just linked the video. Maybe you were being sarcastic. Yeah. Show me. I don't remember, because I remember loving. I remember loving Christian McCaffrey. We were going to trade for him. I had no problem with it. I don't know. I'd have to see it. Let me see. Let me go to it. The only thing I could think of. The only thing I could think of is I was fixated on somebody specific. Man, these things are so old. Oh, you're right. I don't remember this. Who knows? Mm, they all stink. That was bad on my part. The only thing I can think of, is that the Eagles were reportedly going to trade 2 number ones for that. I think they were going to trade up to get them, and it was going to cost us a lot. That's the only thing I can think of, because I didn't dislike McCaffrey coming out, but I obviously didn't want him. Thank you for showing me that, man. I stand corrected. I don't remember that at all. It's crazy. I thought you were talking about Justin Jefferson. So what was the original question again? Now I can answer it. Corporate Brian Pumper, thank you for the super chat. Philly, we need to make 2 adjustments. Insert Tanner and Tank. I'm calling them TNT. This would be imperative to our Super Bowl. TNT. Infinite TNT. Yeah, I'm with you on Tank getting more carries. But Tanner, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. I don't know. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't remember that video. I'm trying to remember why. If I did Pumper, yeah, I think you're right. You know what I think? What I'm trying to remember is the Eagles were supposed to trade up. They were trying to come up to get McCaffrey, and I think they were going to have to give like multiple firsts. Which, look, it was bad. Yeah, he's had a great career, so yeah, the Eagles should have. That would have been a great pick for them. But I don't remember disliking him that much. It's interesting. What's tomorrow? Monday? What's tomorrow? Monday or Tuesday? Tomorrow's Tuesday. That's weird. Hey, Philly, was the 2017 Super Bowl the last Eagles game you watched while live streaming? No, I got suspended a couple years ago. I got copyright strike for streaming the World Series, even though I didn't do anything wrong. And I couldn't stream for 2 weeks. I missed 2 Eagles games. They were playing Houston on Thursday. I want to say, was it Pittsburgh maybe? I don't remember who the other game was. Still in boys, thank you for the super chat. It goes 40 minutes, no points. Tanner time? Well, you agree with what's his face then? I don't know what tomorrow. I'm so stupid, Jeff. I'm such a stupid person. Well, Cilio texted me about Wednesday. Usually he texts me on Tuesday, so I'm like, I got the wrong day here. Tanner would have us 11-0 right now. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I was suspended. It was the Texans, and I'm trying to remember what the other game was. I can't remember what the other game was. But I missed 2 games. It sucked. But before that, yeah, the 2017 Super Bowl was the last one. Phil, you don't think Jalen is limited as a passer? Well, I mean, limited to compared to who? Like, do I think he can throw? I think he can throw. Do I think he does everything perfectly? No, I think sometimes he obviously holds the ball too long and there's issues. But I think it's really hard to know because I don't think we've been given the opportunity to see him in, without being handcuffed, So, I mean, no, I don't think he's Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes or any of those guys. But I mean, it's interesting to me. People will be like complaining about him, and then they rank the top 10 quarterbacks, and he's 8, or he's 9 or 10. So how bad can he be? I don't know. I don't think he's gonna throw you over 35, 40 touchdowns, but I think he's effective enough to win. I think he's good enough to win. So that's kind of how I look at it. But until we get a real offense that you have like real real players, like a real offense with real system that's not Nick Sirianni. Yeah, I just don't know. I missed. Let me go back. My bad. Student boys, thank you for the super chat. Stop me at the lie. Dak Prescott is 10-5 versus the Eagles. Double the amount of wins against the quote team in the NFC since the 2000. Dak owns you. And what does that do for him? Like, what does that do for him in his career? When he retires and he has no rings, what does it mean? How can we pass block fine, but when we run block, we can't block? I don't know. The offensive line's got me all crazy. I just feel like Nick thinks this team is so good that he can hold back till the playoffs. I believe the scheme, no one scares them in the playoffs. Yeah, I agree. I think that's what Nick thinks. And I don't know that that's true though, Saquon Tankaron. It's hard to defend him the way he's looked. He hasn't looked good. Yo, Phil, just joining. I hope you're doing well. Guys say can't blame defense. Yes, they're up 24, but they had so many stops and offense went 3 and out and drive. Eventually, any team is going to let up points. I agree. F. Hammond, thank you for super chat. Quote, owning us is better than a Super Bowl win, apparently. In their twisted mind and logic, it is. You know, I mean, just think about it. There hasn't been a repeat division winner since 2004. And Dak has had tremendous success against the NFC East, and yet has never been able to repeat as a division champion. Why is that? We can't talk about that. 500, you got to get a crow prop for when the Cowboys are eliminated. Oh, yeah, I know, right? A crow. See that? I'll save it. They won. Let them have their time. They won. Let them have their time. That's how I look at it. And Nick Botulo, I don't trust. That's about right. Me too. Yeah, I agree. Who wrote that? Yeah, I agree with that. I think he should get like 10 touches a game, 10 carries a game. My bad for spamming. I know it's hard on you. No, you're all good, man. You're all good. Even if Elliott makes the kick, we got to go to overtime, which is a situation that shouldn't even have been there in the first place. Yeah, the Eagles should never have put themselves in that situation. There's no question about it. All right, guys. Well, listen, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you guys have a great, great night. I will talk to you tomorrow. I'll be streaming at some point, and I look forward to it. It should be a lot of fun. And with that, I'm going to get out of here. And yeah, I'm going to get out of here. And I hope you guys have a great night. And this was another stinky game. So we'll see about Thursday. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but everything's going to be okay. The Eagles are going to be fine, and they're going to bounce back. That's all I got to say. With that, we out of here. Peace.
Come on, guys.
2 minutes to go. You have plenty of time.
Come on.
Oh, shit! Dad! No!
It's over. It's over. This game is over. Cut it off. It's over.
Fuck.
Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay.
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay. Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today. That was on you, Dad. That was on you, Dad. That was on you, Dad.
I said run the ball.
That was on Dak Prescott.
Trying to feed him
Trying to feed the C Lamb. Trying to feed the C Lamb. You tried to feed the C Lamb. You got to give it to C Lamb. God. It's over. It's over, Dak. Put Trey Lance in the game. Trey Lance can't do worse than you.
I'm an idiot because I buy into this shit. I buy into this shit. Because here's the thing. I am a grown-ass man. And I talk the talk. It is killing me.
I feel it coming. I feel like it's going to take Jerry Jones taking. Cut it off. It's over.